Hello everybody, welcome back to another World of Warship Blitz video, this time in the Tier 4 French battleship, the Coubet. Coubet? Coubet. It sounds like the comedian. And that's probably, yeah, well that's how I felt about this ship. So the ship is one of the early French battleships, so I think I managed to get the event, so we got past the Turenne and we got straight into the Coubet, which was, well, it was nice not to have to deal with the Turenne, to be honest. But yeah, so this is a typical low-tier battleship. It's got some, like the Dreadnought, it's got some shoulder-mounted guns, but it is typical of the French battleships. It has rather soft armour. The guns are okay. It's quite slow at this tier. It does, well, I think the Britannia, the Tier 5, comes with a speed boost, but this doesn't, which probably is no loss really, because the speed boost on a Tier 5 French battleship isn't really much to write home about. We've got HE loaded because we need to clear out some of these destroyers. Now, it's been a while since I've played the Tier 4 French battleship, but one of the things that impressed me about it is, well, apart from the fact that I just lost half my shells into the mountain there, I really need to zoom out. So this battle has started with me doing nearly a third of the way into the battle, and I've done 752 damage. So that goes to show that, yeah, I'm not doing too well. However, the reason that this ship surprised me is that the secondaries are actually quite good. There's a lot of them. They're fast firing. They're fairly accurate. They're not the same sort of, I mean, German battleships apparently have better secondaries, but the problem with German battleships is that the secondaries go all over the place. So if I was firing secondaries from a German battleship at that ship, half would miss. So here we go. This Tenryu, a Tier 3 German, not Japanese cruiser, sorry. We'll wait for him to give us a reasonable bit of broadside so that we can nail him. And the secondaries do the job. So, now, in my video about ships that Kraken, one of the ships, the battleships that has Kraken in the past, has been the Coubet. So, 2 minutes in, I had 752 points of damage, and now I've got 3 kills, and secondaries go a long way to explaining those. We'll get some main guns on this Kaiser. He's obviously heading south to deal with our aircraft carrier, which, to be fair, is going to lose in the battle because the last thing I expected to be doing is capturing caps in a French Tier 4 battleship, but here I am. So our Hosho, our bot Hosho, which is, well, bots can be a bit painful, but they're not actually that effective, is going to obviously be sunk. In doing so, he has enabled us to capture the only 2 caps captured in the game. There go the secondaries. They are actually pretty impressive. I've got to say that I'm pretty happy with the secondaries on this boat, and I'm going to revise my opinion of this boat to say that if there's any boat that is likely to get you a Kraken, it is probably the Coubet, because those secondaries are pretty powerful when you compare it with the strength of ships in this tier. So that St. Louis is obviously doing the clever thing of getting behind that island. He's obviously stepped back a little bit. Now I'm going to try and hit him with my shells. So yeah, minute and 35. And I'm on 25,000. So in the last 2.5 minutes, I've got 25,000 damage in a Tier 4 game. So yeah, the secondaries are rather impressed. Now this St. Louis is duking it out, and if there's any ship that the St. Louis can, any battleship, any Tier 4 battleship the St. Louis can duke it out with, it is the Coubet, because my armour is actually not that great. However, on the other side of it, I have these really great secondaries. There we go. 55 seconds left in the game. 7 seconds until I get a heal, which probably brings me on par with this guy because his turrets, I don't know where his turrets are facing. So what I'm going to try and do here, and I should have set it up a bit earlier, is set up my guns so that basically as he passes, I nail him, and I get it wrong. Oops. Yeah, okay then. That's tearful battleships for you. So, yep, 26 seconds to go. We'll get some more points on the board, but we're not likely to sink this guy, which means we'll have to just put up with 4 kills. So, yep, there we go, people. Even though the ship may be rather unpleasant to play, yeah, it can do a lot of damage. Against a whole lot of bigger ships, I think it probably would have struggled because they would have really citadeled the, you know, done quite nasty citadel damage. So, yep. So there we go. Most valuable player. So remember, 2 minutes in, 752 damage. The eventual total by the end of the game, including shooting quite a lot of mountains at the beginning and in the middle, is, I didn't track it. Here we go. So the final damage is 41,000. So there you go, the Coubet. Let's go have a look at some stats to see how much was main battery. 78 secondary battery hits, 47 main battery hits. That's pretty good going. 2 captures, 4 kills. Not bad. So I can't say I can recommend it, but I can't say it's bad either. So there you go. Tier 4 French battleship Coubet. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.